Greetings and welcome again. Another little short video, hopefully short enough, for you on how to run some reports in WebSCM. I'm going to go through and show you how to run the Requisition Status Report. This is an important one when maybe you might have somebody in there reviewing your records or looking at what you got in commodities. If you go to the Reports tab, it's going to default you to this detailed navigation. You're going to see some reports. If you don't see the Reports tab, you'll want to reference the new director handbook or call your field staff rep. They'll help you get that tab to show up like it's supposed to. But then you're going to click Requisition Status Report. Okay, you might have some questions. You say, well, you had entitlement funds left on the table. We've got a memo that we can send you if you want some documentation from us that explains how that can happen and it not be of the director's fault. The due diligence was done on the district's behalf, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. We have that. We can send it to you if you just email the office or your field rep and ask them for that. But also you can run this report because it'll show, the last report that we did was the detail report. This is a different one. The detail report shows you what we were actually allocated in a school year, which is great and helpful. But if you have an entitlement balance remaining on that report, why do you have money that you left on the table? Well, obviously we know it's a value of food more so than actual dollars, but it can equate into, something you don't have to buy. So it's savings. You can run this report for that same school year. It'll show all that information as far as those products and items that you were allocated. It'll also show you anything that was canceled. For example, sometimes we have things that get put into WebSCM and either we have to cancel them, or maybe once we've rolled trucks up and sent them up to USDA for them to go out for purchase, USDA cancels trucks, and that's out of our control even. So you may have things that are canceled that will explain, look, I tried to spend this money, but via the state or USDA, those foods weren't purchased and therefore it went back into our account. So all you do, it's a little more complicated as far as running the report a little bit, but we're going to show you right here. You fill in the program, NSLP, you put your requested delivery period. So if you're wanting to run one for the 2015-16 school year, just as an example today, you would put 07/01/2015 to 06/30/2016. Okay, you have to use that format or it'll spit it back out and tell you it's not working. You can put other information in here and call down your report. It's just as easy to run a whole year and do it call it down via Microsoft Excel, in my opinion. I do this a lot, do it all the time. So the other thing you'll want to, you don't have to put it in because yours is going to automatically run. I have to put this in is a sold to party, which would be the school district. That means we've allocated that to you all, and that's who bought it or the food was sold to as far as WebSCM's thinking. Going back with Jefferson County, again, a large district, we have a lot of communication with them, so we do changes and they order in full truckload quantities delivered straight to their house, warehouse. So, they have a lot of things that come up differently. For example, you'll see a canceled status right here right off the bat on shipment of, let's go down to this. No. Let me find a brown box item that was canceled that they had. Okay, here's an item right here. Let's see what that was. Okay, so Jefferson County again, they've ordered full truckloads. They, for some reason, they've called us or looked at their order and decided that they had a truckload of ground beef that they were not going to need delivered. Now, we could have, yes, theoretically, we could have, shipped this off to a different place, but it's in this particular situation with Jefferson County, it's easier for us to just cancel the full truckload. Okay, so that's what we did. We canceled that full truckload, and there was some reason behind it. I remember having some conversations with them about that, and we got it sorted out for them. But my rambling point is, you'll see there's cancellations, and they show in this report. So, again, you got anybody reviewing your records and they kind of give you some grief over having some entitlement left over, show them this report, say, yeah, look, we did try to spend that. We put the order in. It didn't happen for some other reason than us doing our part. Now, again, if you want some documentation from us, we've got that too. So reach out, ask, don't hesitate. We don't mind to do that. It's just, sometimes it's hard for somebody looking at those records to understand how this program works, and that there are a lot of moving parts, that it's not just as simple as you all, going out and purchasing something at your commercial distributor, or just as simple as going to GFS or Kroger for our own groceries. So hopefully that's helpful. Again, export, you can do that into Excel. Go click it, drop down, and come in here and click export. You can print a PDF output, whatever, but that's a requisition status report.